My name's Dan Welsh, and I've had 30 years of training in various martial arts where I've acquired a 4th degree black belt. I've studied Korean, Chinese, Indonesian, Malaysian, Filipino martial arts. And the purpose of this tape, or this recording, is to show you an easy and effective, fun way to train in some self-defense aspects of martial arts. WMAT, myself, the associates, instructors that train with me, and JATV are not responsible for any injuries or accidents that may occur when training with this video. Also, you should check with your doctor before training, so we ask that you'd have fun. At the WMAT Training Center, we have our salutation that's taken from the Bible, the book of Psalms, which is Psalms 144, chapter 1, verse 1, which reads, "Praise be the Lord my God, who trains my hands for battle and my fingers for war. But I extend my hand out of friendship because I prefer peace over war." All right, now for a quick warm-up. First of all, we will have our hands on our hips. We'll roll our hips around clockwise. Maybe make about 10 rotations. And then stop and then go counterclockwise. About 10 rotations, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then now move your feet together, hands on the back. Rotate your back the same way, about 5 to 10 rotations. And then reverse. I can feel this. Then now slide your hands down to your knees, bend your knees. Same thing, clockwise, just about 10 rotations. And then now reverse. Now push back with steady pressure, not real hard. Kind of bend into it. You should feel the pull behind the knees. And slowly roll up. Take a deep breath. Now we're in our natural stance. Now we'll just swing our arms, face forward, right and left. Swing right and left. Loosen up the trunk of the body. Now we'll slowly bend forward. Swinging one arm high, one arm low. Like this round, high back here.
Oh, okay.
No, back one. There we go.
Okay.
Here. Okay, back up, kind of fists together, same thing. Turn, come back to the center. Okay, swing your arms over, just nice and easy, slowly. Now reverse. Now since your arms are up, your elbows, kind of swing your arms, bring them in. Now reverse. Shake your wrist back and forth. Hands on the hips. Rotate your head. Small circles. Now reverse. Look right. Look right. Look left. Look right. Look left. As you look, don't look hard, so like you're forcing yourself. Just gently look right, look left. Now look up. Just look up to where you're just natural, so you're not cranking your head back. Look down. Look up. Look down. Look up. Look down. Okay, shrug your shoulders. Reverse. And then now we'll start some basic punching and basic kicking. Okay, now we'll work on some basic punching from a natural stance. Just kind of, it's for our warm-up and for our training also. When you do punch, you have your hands out, you roll your fingers back, lay your thumb over top your fingers. You're striking with the knuckles of your hand on impact. So you can follow along. This will be our basic punching method from a natural stance. Ready? Hands up. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we punch, with each stance we breathe out. Exhale on each punch. The punch should be right out the center of your body. So when I punch, it's not here, then here, then here. It's right straight out the center of me. Every time. Okay, left hand now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to a natural stance. Okay, from this stance, we're going to take our right foot, step back slightly to just outside a walking stance. Both hands are up. We can either have our hands open or closed. I prefer them open because you can move a little quicker. We're going to go to what's called our front kick or front snap kick. So on this kick, the knee comes up, kick out, strike with the ball of the foot and back down. With each kick, you breathe and back. Kick, waist, level, and down. So we're not kicking high, we're kicking on a mid to low range kick. This will be. Okay, follow me. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, on my command, when I say switch, you'll switch your stance where your left leg will swing back and your right leg will come forward. Switch. Same thing now with the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, step up. Take a deep breath. When you train these punches and kicks, you can train them on your own. I would suggest 50 on the right, 50 on the left. Anything we train in martial arts, when it comes to blocking, punching, kicking, throws, it's always trained on the right side and it's trained on the left side. So no matter what you're doing, it should be equally trained on both sides. Okay, our first technique that we're going to learn is called block right. Block right is defined because The motion that we're doing when our defender attacks us, we are moving him to our right. The other motion, of course, is block left. I'll give you an idea of the way that looks here and now. So with block right, the left hand comes up, basically slaps our shoulder. The right hand comes up as a salute. So it's 1, 2. It's two motions, but it's technically just one movement that we're looking for. When the attack comes, of course, we're not just going to stand here. I want to get off the attacking line, so I take a slight 45-degree angle out, step, slap, cover. Sometimes they call this cover the salute. So in training, you'd want to train this just like we did our punches, just like we did our kicks. You'd want to do this at least 50 times, just like this. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3. The main thing with this technique is stay relaxed. It's not rigid at all. It's very relaxed. It's just a quick little slap. Unlike in other martial arts where you'll see them step out, block, or step back, block, up block, down block. Not that that's wrong, it's just a different way. It's a different system, a different style. With this style, we stay relaxed. You've heard of martial arts. There's hard styles, soft styles. That's what you're seeing here, is a soft style, very quick, very snappy style. So, take this technique, practice this at least 50 times is what I would recommend. Okay, with this, we're going to give you a demonstration on the punching and deflecting using block right. Here, my assistant, Ron, will throw the natural punch, which you saw earlier here in the video. The same punch you saw there, he's going to do here, where he's going to come from the natural stance and punch directly at myself. And so I'd better get out of the way because he's a big guy. So anyways, that being said, as Ron steps forward and punches, I step out and I slap. Okay, back. So he steps, I slap. As you see, I come back and I slap. I will kind of want to train my hand to come to my shoulder. Okay, one more time. And I slap. Now you might ask, why a slap? The reason we slap is because a slap is the fastest natural motion a person can do. Can you imagine taking martial arts for how many years and, well, like we talked earlier, the hard blocks. Can you imagine having a hornet buzz around you and you're trying to block that hornet? No, you don't see that. You see, when you have a bee in your face, you're doing this. You get sand or dust in your face, you're doing this. You're doing that because that's the fastest natural motion you can do. That being said, when he punches, I slap, this hand comes up and covers. So as you see that, I'm slapping here, this hand is coming from beneath as my support, right here. And once again, it's very relaxed. There's nothing when he punches that I'm rigid. I am very relaxed. You should hear the slap as he punches and I come through. With this slap, as he punches, I try to pick up the hand closest to the fist when this comes up. So I'm picking it up here, this hand's covering. Okay, one more time. Same thing here. You would train this at least 50 times. Now when he's punching at me, that's why our shirts are made this way. He's punching right at my chest at this emblem. So our training distance is just, it's going to vary. Ron's taller, I'm shorter. Some people are shorter than me, so we have to vary our distance. But I don't want to be out here like this. I'm too far from anything. Not too bad if I'm doing a kick, but that's not where I want to be with this art. I want to be moving in. Okay, with the block right method that we demonstrated to you, now I'm going to kind of show you the difference from the way this art moves in conjunction with other arts. Not that any other art is right or wrong, it's just different. That's all it is. It's just a different way. So, like we showed you before, when Mike punches at me, I slap, I pick up the hand. This is our block right method. If you notice, as he comes in at me, I'm moving towards him. So in slow motion, he's punching at me, look, I'm coming at him. Whereas a lot of other arts, they train you as a person punches, as he comes in, I step back. Like I would block here and then maybe go to my strike. Or he comes in and punch, I might do an up block, come in and strike. Not that that's wrong, but just different. Therein are what our lines are about too. So like if he would come in and punch, I might block here. See how I stepped out on this line? Just like I did before. I might throw a kick, side kick. The reason for our style of the art that we're training, which is a Indonesian Filipino type art, is when he punches, we're looking to crash. So as I come into him, he has a lot less opportunity to strike me the way that he is here. So the closer I am, I'm kind of almost safer the closer I get. With the block right method, it has a twofold reason. One is position, the other one is protection. So as he punches at me, of course I protect myself. Whatever he's trying to hit me in the face, he's trying to hit me in the body. So I'm protecting myself, but I'm putting myself in position for, well, which will be a multiple strike. We're going to start out with a single, but let me give you an idea what a multiple strike would look like. So he would punch, that would be a multiple strike. So there I struck him maybe 3 times just with a wind-up with that strike. So we're trying to accelerate into our opponent, is the plan with this striking method. With block right, also, when he punches with his right, you see my position? I'm here, my hand position. Now let me show you something. If he punches with his left, look at this, exact same position. I step different. I can still go ahead and go back. He punches with his left. I can still step in this position. See, this hand, I'm monitoring that hand so I can cover. This hand's up here because if he would throw that hand, I can cover this with a slap. And I'm right here. System that we're going to do. So when Ron throws his right, I slap, cover, or salute, whatever you prefer. So it's a slap, cover. Now you've kind of seen my footwork before. As he's moving at me, notice I'm moving at him towards him. So I'm getting off this power line. The power line is the line he's striking me with. So I'm slapping, cover. I'm picking up, keep this. I'm picking up his hand real close. It's Good question. That being said, picking up his hand. When you train with this block right and left method, turn to this position, Ron. I know this is going to be close. When he punches, go ahead and punch. You don't have to move this way out here, okay, to this position. All I need this fist to do is just be right past my face. Okay, switch around. So when he punches, all I need this fist is right here. See? I don't need it way out here. Not that maybe after this other hand picks it up, it doesn't take it further. But all I need it is right here. As long as he doesn't hit me. That's as close as I need to be. So now, from the opposite side, when he punches, I pick up the hand, I step out. This other hand, once I slap cover, it should remain on your shoulder or on your chest. It does not fall down here to your side. It stays here because it's in a protection mode. Okay? So we'll do a couple here. Sometimes just the momentum and the power of the slap will drive his arm further away. Right, Ron?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so pick the hand up, cover and slap. Step off in this angle. See how he's kind of going by me here? That's what we want. I have a position where I'm kind of in a protected mode. So let's do that again. So we're stepping off. As I'm stepping off, I'm kind of doing a 60-40 transfer. So 60% of my weight is on my front leg. Not too much because, well, trust me, just because. We'll show you that later. So we want a 60-40. This position. One thing you want to watch out for, come to this side, is when he punches, you definitely don't want to do this, where you got a straight leg. You can get your leg broken this way. You want to have your weight going forward into your opponent. You want to kind of have a little force as you move in. As we get into Lanka footwork, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. That's down the road. So as the punch comes, you're moving in. You're kind of diving in to this position. So not this, not straight leg, or not out here, just like a 45. He's coming right straight down this line. I'm just bypassing him. Okay? Box. So as he punches, I'm here. See, if you watch, he's coming right straight down the line, and I'm just coming off the line and just letting him go right on by. Nice and relaxed. There's nothing hard about this at all. And it doesn't matter if he throws his left hand, same thing. And here's another angle that you can see this from. So as he punches, I step out. See how I'm going just past him? On these punches, you got to remember, it doesn't necessarily have to be a punch. It could be a guy coming and like grabbing at you. So like he could have an open hand. Same thing. So don't think of it always as, oh, someone's punching at me. You might have someone coming to grab at you, and they're grabbing, oh, you just deflect that punch real quick. And when you deflect that punch, that's where the striking begins. So he's like coming to grab at me, boom, I'm out of the way. Here's another angle. So once again, he's grabbing, punching, whatever. It doesn't matter what he's doing. Grab, punch. I'm doing the same technique. I'm picking it up, my slap's picking it up, I'm moving into a position of protection. I can do whatever I want to do from here. Okay, with that being said, now you've kind of learned and have seen hopefully enough angles and positions of our block right. So let's add our first strike. I'll give you an idea how one of them goes. So as he punches, I block right his position out. With my hand that's closer to my chest, I'm just going to slap this hand out of the way and punch. Okay? One more time. As he punches, punch. Now something I need you to notice on this, when he punches and I come here to punch, I don't pull back and then punch. When I'm in this position, this hand slaps, I strike right from here. It's right from here I'm striking. Okay, there's no pulling back. So when the punch comes, boom. This can also be like a palm strike, like so. Right here. Okay? Nice and easy. Boom. Palm strike. Punch. It's in tight, in close, but all these movements, we're going to wind up into multiple movements with these. So now, from the opposite side, we're going to do the same thing. So as he comes forward and punches, boom, I punch. Punch. And once again, as I punch, I don't rear back and pow. Because as I rear back, he might pick this up with that hand, and look at that, I'm in big trouble. So we want to fire right from where we're at. Pow. Palm hand. Punch. Palm hand. Punch. Or whatever else we want to do. Okay, so recapping what we've covered tonight. Like I mentioned earlier in the tape, the block right method, train stepping out, practice this like 50 times, nice and relaxed. You can even practice it with the strike, which you come here, slap, punch, here, slap, palm strike. So this is our first, second. So that's kind of what it looks like. So with that being said, practice your stepping out. Make sure as you step out you have good balance. 60-40 I would say. And stay relaxed and have fun doing the training. And we'll hope to see you at the next tape. If you have any questions on training with us at WMAT, if you're 18 years or older, call, of course, area code 608-295-0412. It's on the board. Or you can contact JATV via email, phone number, whatever you please. I'll have my number at the end of this segment. So if you want to call or text, you're more than welcome to. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. I know I did. So have a good night.